My name is Karen Anderson. I'm the Executive Director of the Awbury Arboretum. I've been here for a year, but I've worked in sustainability and agriculture for about a dozen years in New Jersey and elsewhere on the East Coast. Well, I think Awbury has always seen itself as having a very special role connecting urban communities with the environment. We have the luxury of a 55-acre learning laboratory on which to do this kind of work, which not everybody does. And as people in the community got more and more interested in issues about water cleanliness, where our water goes, stormwater management, we felt like we really had something to add there. So over the course of the last 10 years or so, we've put in a lot of different practices that really run the gamut from something very small like a rain barrel that collects runoff from one of our porches to a large bioswale which runs along an historic creek bed that helps absorb rainwater that comes off of the Northwest Track where we do urban agriculture. Well, the whole idea is to try to keep the stormwater from entering the stormwater system. The stormwater system here in Philadelphia is old, and it combines with the sanitary sewer. So in periods of high rainfall, you wind up with an overload, and we really don't want to contribute to that. We figure if we can't do it here, it's really hard to ask anybody in Philadelphia to do it. So we've worked really hard to basically disconnect ourselves from the stormwater system. So we do that by having mostly plant materials, but in some cases they're sort of constructed objects like a French drain that runs around our porch that intercepts the water and gives it time to soak into the ground. I would say that the one that I love the most is our native meadow restoration. We were really fortunate in that we had a large area that had served for 100 years as a hay field, which was also known as the sledding hill. It has a slight enough grade to it and a steep enough grade to it that it has been used by generations of children as a sledding hill. But over the course of several years, we basically took what had been a mown space and planted it with native plants that flower over a fairly extended period of time and do a really great job of providing habitat and absorbing rainwater. And so it's this really lovely mix of beauty and function that I think is the kind of message we want to share here at Awbury, that it doesn't need to be utilitarian, that it can really be a place of wonder, but also do something that otherwise an ugly pipe buried under the ground might be asked to do.